Hi fellow viewers to everybody. Good morning. My name is Steve. Steve Hoong. I'm the owner of this video account in this respective website, YouTube.com. By the way, a lot of you knows me already in the one happened last 2011, March 2011. About the second closure of Bangko Pilipino. Again, for those who don't know me, I am Steve H. Ong. To give chance to the others. I'm the former depositor of Bangko Pilipino Dumaguete branch. Is uploading another video. By the way, this video is regarding the legal team, the former legal team of Bangko Pilipino. Okay. By the way, titignan ko lang itong video na ito kung talagang tatagal or yung na-catch up na yung topic, kasi itong sasabihin ko napaka-importante sa mga legal team na nagtrabaho before sa Bangko Pilipino. Why legal team? Kasi syempre kung may bangko nagtatrabaho, meron yan legal department. Every banks, you try to observe. Bigyan ko kayo examples, not example. BDO, di ba, sikat na bangko. So kung magka-hacking or magka-problema, legal claims, legal department. So yun. May mga abogado syempre. Metrobank, yung credit card nagkaroon ng fraud. So may legal department. Ang Bangko Pilipino that time, yes, meron silang legal department. Kasi yung nanalo sila Supreme Court, abogado yung nagpatakbo eh. Meron silang own lawyers, not lawyer, lawyers. Okay? Okay, the topic that I will mention is very important kasi kukuha pa sila ng papel at ballpen, mayroon silang susulatin. Itong sasabihin ko sa video na ito. Kumuha kayo ng papel, ballpen, mga former lawyers ng Bangko Pilipino kasi ito mga familiar topics na ito, matagal na issue na ito. Okay. Number 1, sulatin niya. Number 1, well orchestrated smear campaign. Orchestrated smear campaign. Yan yung nangyari before sa closure. Number 1. Number 2, fraud incident that results to fake news. Don't you worry, I will explain. Fraud incident that leads to fake news. Yan ang number 2. Number 3, 18.8 billion damage suit. 18.8 billion damage suit. Number 3 yan. Then hyphen, minus sign, failed to claim, kasi wala tayong na-claim eh, kaya failed to claim, comma, how to reconstruct and rehabilitate. Don't you worry, I will explain. Okay, number 4, expenses. Ito mahaba ang topic kasi expenses kasi hindi to tungkol sa rental ng mga branches. Hindi, iba ito. Number 5, risk management. Minus sign, risk budget. raise budget. Yan, i-explain ko yan. Mahabang topic yan. Tapos, number 5, stronger funds. Stronger funds to avoid insolvency. Stronger funds to involve insolvency. Okay. By the way, huwag kayo magtaka, baka yung etong kamay ko pawis na pawis kasi pumili ako ng area na clear vision, yung hindi madilim. Kaya ito lang napili ko. Nandito ako sa second floor. Oh, by the way, this live video is I'm here in Dumaguete City, Negros Oriental. I'm not in Manila because Manila is very polluted. Traffic pa. Kaya, ayan. By the way, huwag kayo magtaka ha, kasi baka sabihin niyo, uy, Dumaguete, di ba ang salita Cebuano? Bakit marunong ako magtagalog? Because my birthplace is in Manila. Manila is my hometown. Okay. Number 6, future for the third reopening of Bangko Pilipino. I-explain ko yan para maintindihan. Kasi ito mga sinusulat ko broad, what they call this, yung mahirap ipaliwanag, no? Kasi ito ang issue nila kasi may feud, financial feud ang Bangko Pilipino at saka Bangko Sentral. Old issue na yan. By the way, i-explain ko sa inyo bakit ko nabanggit fake news. Nabiktima ba ang Bangko Pilipino as fake news? Kasi yung natandaan ko pa yung in-interview siya ni Karen Davila at saka ni Perfecto Yasay, yung sa ANC under ABS-CBN. Nang malaman namin na part of the game pala itong ginagawa nila para ma-close, yung pala trap. It's a trap. So yun na nangyari. Yung sa real estate, that will be another video. Meron na ilalagay title, concentrate muna sa real estate. That will be later na. Don't you worry, it will be another video. Pero ito mga sinusulat ko, mga legal issues. Kaya ang title itong video na ito, legal team, former legal team ng Bangko Pilipino. Ito ay mga dating lawyers na nagtatrabaho sa Bangko Pilipino. Okay. I will explain bakit ko nasabing yung 18.8 kasi hindi tayo binayaran eh. So I was thinking, ang gagawin natin, whether we like it or not, ang depositors will start from the scratch. Pero may isa tayong problem. Ano ang problem? Yan ang question mark. Paano marirefund ang mga depositors? Yung first closure at ang second closure. Yung first closure, I know this is a very hard to recover because actually, chinek ko na yung financial background. Okay naman eh. Wala namang wala naman ako nakikita ang problem eh. Etong second closure, may nakita na akong problem. Yan yung 25 billion loan package na inoffer ng Bangko Sentral. So, pina-fill up sila. It takes time yun. Hindi ganun kadali. Hindi sila nireleasan. Hindi sila binayaran. Kasi, nagkaroon kasi ng blackmailing eh. Blackmail. Syempre, kung blackmail, hindi na makapalag ang Bangko Pilipino. Talagang halatang blackmailing. And at the same time, nabiktima pa ng fake news. Fake news talaga kasi isipin mo ha, kung nag-loan ang Bangko Pilipino twice ang sabi nila eh. 2002 daw, nag-avail daw emergency loan. So, we do not know what is happening. Pero, nag-ooperate. Ito, nag-ooperate. 2002. Di ba na-close na 2011? So, naka-operate pa siya. Tapos, mayroon, this is 2002. Etong 2003 to 2006, ito hindi ko maintindihan. Mayroon daw loan in avail, another category. So, lumalabas second loan. Tapos, ito, ang sinabi nila, ang financial loan package na 25 billion hindi ma-release kasi humingi ng kapalit. Ang kapalit, withdraw the case. So, ang gagawin natin ganito. Aking proposal, pero ito mahirap na proposal. Ang 18.8 billion loan package kasi ayaw ibayad kasi we just found out lang, I just found out lang lately na yung second opening pa lang, wala pa lang bayaran na ganap. Kaya sila nagkakaganyan. So, lumalabas, nag-operate na. So, nangyari, hindi ni-release. Kaya nagka-problema na. Pero yung deposit growth that time, okay pa siya. So there was a deposit growth na. So naka-get normal on the feet na. Then, doon na lang na part nagka-problema. So, ang gagawin natin ganito. Hindi. Walang kaso gaganapin. Kasi, ang nag-file na kasi PDIC tsaka Bangko Sentral. Kasi, may alitan sila. Ngayon, ang gagawin natin, reconstruct and rehabilitate without the help of BSP. Kasi ang ginagawa nila, ang BSP ganito if the bank is closed, ipapasa sa PDIC, tapos ang PDIC i-declare insolvent. Ngayon, ganito lang ang gagawin natin. Total, ayaw nila ng 25 billion loan package, so nauwi lang sa basurahan, pati yung 18.8. Napag-isip-isip namin ang mga depositors na etong third opening, we will start from the scratch. Hindi na tayo uutang. Hindi na tayo uutang sa BSP. Ayaw nila i-release Or maaring walang capacity to pay. Or may kapalit. Kasi hindi natin alam yung buong pangyayari. Eto, pag last minute na, tsaka lang natin nalaman. Yun na masakit. Yun na masakit. So, ang sa akin lang naman, ayoko mag-criticize between the bank and the Bangko Sentral. Ang point ko dito, ito lang etong legal department, sila mag-i-investigate, sila magsusod, bakit na biktima tayo ng fake news. Yes, we are victim of fake news and we were blackmailed. Na-blackmail tayo Kasi ang nakakalang bangko, tsaka yung BSP that time, bago nagsara. Kasi bakit humingi ng kapalit Withdraw the case? Uy, hindi nga nabayaran yung 18.8 billion So, tama hinala ninyo, may kukolektahin pa. Hindi lang binayan, may kapalit kasi sabi withdraw the case Tapos ang pinalabas pa, may loan pa raw tayo. Yung bangko, may loan pa sa Bangko Sentral. Kasi na-confirm namin, meron emergency loan that time sa 2002. So, talaga malaking issue to kasi may duration. Kung may unsettled accounts lang, I was thinking lang, kasi ito internal matters, reconstruct and rehabilitate lang itong bank. Because ako, ang iniisip ko, kung ito hindi ma-merge sa ibang bank, malaking problema. Ako yung author ng video, yung what if the Bangko Pilipino will be merged by other banks. That is another case. Meron pa ako isusunod na video, ito. What if Bangko Pilipino cannot be merged by other banks? Malaking problema din yan. Issue din yan. That is another chapter. Pero ito, legal team, ang mga lawyers, they need to protect the bank. So, yun. So, yun na. Reconstruct and rehabilitate, but we do not borrow anymore from the bank, which is BSP. Ang ibig sabihin, we will not borrow, para hindi na tayo magka-technicality problem, hindi lang tayo babaro BSP kasi ayaw nila Ay, may isa pa. Kasi PDIC they declare this bank insolvent, so I was thinking, hindi to pwede i-liquidate. Hindi pwede i-liquidate. By the way, sorry to tell you to all viewers, kailangan to ma-solve. Kasi ito full of toxic issues. Toxic na talaga. Talagang hindi na tayo nakuan. Kaya, yun na lang. Itong sinabi kong risk budget, kung just in case magka-problema ang bank, meron pundo sa risk. Yung sa BF Retirement Fund Corporation, yan yung magre-retire. Yan, meron din akong plano kung paano natin i-refund itong mga employees ng yung remaining. Kasi ang alam ko yata, nabayaran yata 1/4 each former employee. So, hindi siya buo. Pero may natanggap. Yung iba, patay na nga na-receive, tapos namatay. Nationwide, isipin mo, nationwide. So bitter. Oh, by the way, before I say goodbye, you can rewind, replay this video. Don't you worry, itong video na ito napaka-complicated. Sooner or later, you will analyze and you will understand what I'm saying. Maintindihan nyo ako balang araw. Sa ngayon, chapter by chapter muna kasi masyadong complicated. At least ang importante, nasabi ko na ang nasabi ko. Ang importante, itong part, meron ako na-mention, maaring biktima tayo ng fake news. Kasi, nagkaroon sila kasi, kung fraud, isipin mo kung ang bang na-fraud tayo, wala silang ma-proof Paano nagkaroon ng fraud? Then, may isa pa, sabi nila, ito, sulatin nyo, mga former lawyers, paano tayo na nagkaroon ng Ponzi scheme? Di ibig sabihin, nag-invest na ibang tao, tapos etong Bangko Pilipino nag-offer ng interest. Uy, it's hard to believe. There's no proof. Wala talaga. Kasi yan ang accusation nila So, ganun na nangyari. Kaya nga, may alitan. Kasi walang basis no legal basis. Meron na kayo susulat sa description. There was no legal basis. If there is a legal basis, di dapat convicted na. Na-convicted na yung mga officers. Kung proven. Ito kasi unproven puro criticize, batikos. So, yun. Para sa akin, by the way, ito siya napaka-controversial tong part. Kasi sila nag-file case against the bank na wala naman legal basis at saka ang dami nilang loopholes. Maraming butas. Kumbaga sa karayom, maraming butas na karayom dinadaan. Marami silang palusot, marami silang ek-ek. Yan ang nangyayari. So I hope that this video will learn an important part. Sa mga bagong lawyers, you will understand this issue. Napaka-complicated ito. Of course, malaking gastos ito. Ang risk budget, alam ko this is a broad topic, pero ito na pag-isip-isip ko na rin itong pag-upload itong video kasi kung in case magka-problema, kailangan magkaroon sila ng risk funds, kung in case magka-risk yung bangko, hindi na mag-a-avail ng emergency loan sa BSP kasi that time nag-avail sila yung 2002. Ang binabatikos yung Cherasun Tropical Land Corporation, pero it does not make sense. Uulitin ko, it does not make sense. So, I'm not accusing them yung bang, kasi sila ang tinutukoy, yan daw ang findings nila. Para sa akin, hard to believe. It's hard to believe. Oh, by the way, bago ko magpaalam, ito siya, Bangko Pilipino is matibay na savings bank. Yan ang aking goodbye words. Bangko Pilipino is proven a savings bank. Kahit palaban sila, talagang subok na matibay, subok na matatag. Yan ang slogan nila. So, I hope that this video will learn lesson. By the way, hindi to criticism or I criticize or accuse anybody because it's hard to finger point who is involved. Very hard na. Kaya nga if you will remember nga yung video ko, yung sinabi ko, set aside muna ang alitan. Kasi kung parati sila alitan, hindi rin matatapos itong issue. Okay? So, thank you so much for listening. Again, pwede nyo i-rewind itong video na ito paulit-ulit so many times. Sooner or later, you will realize. Don't you worry, meron pang kasunod na video. Chapter by chapter po ito. Hindi ito kaya ng isang video na aabot ng isang araw, 2 araw, di ba? Masisira ulo natin. Yung ginawa ko, chapter by chapter na lang para maintindihan. By the way, this video is for legal department, mga lawyers, mga abogado na nag-work doon sa Bangko Pilipino. Thank you for listening in this video. Good morning. Thank you and God bless and enjoy watching this video. Thank you.